what's been on my mind. Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey, darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby.
Okay, we are back home from our morning, early afternoon shenanigans. We got up and went to the library this morning. Winston had tutoring, and so I was able to just sit and chill, get caught up on my planner as well, read and everything at the library. It was nice and quiet. I enjoyed it. So we're back home now, and y'all, I need to get stuff done. This house is, we gotta get things going. We got a lot going on. I started a to-do list last night, so that's what I'm gonna focus on today. I need to make bread. I need to make slider buns. I need to make a new pitcher of tea. I need to clean, like daily chores. I gotta get this house cleaned up and everything. So let's go ahead and do that now. And then I also plan on sharing supper with you guys, which if you watch Tuesday's video, you kind of already because I said I was going to be vlogging today too, 2 days in a row. That don't happen often. But I found a recipe last night for chicken bacon ranch sliders, and y'all, I've changed my mind. We are going to grill the chicken and, cut that up and use that for the sliders. So I'm going to make some slider buns for that, and then I'll probably just do sweet potato fries and maybe some sauteed zucchini or whatever, because I still want my veggies and my chicken, my grilled chicken, but we gotta try out those chicken bacon ranch sliders because that sounds amazing. So that's what we're gonna do tonight for supper. So my main focus today is to get this house done, and then we'll work on prepping some stuff up throughout the day, and then I'll fix supper tonight. So let's go ahead and get this started.
Let me feel your love again, 'cause I've been running round in circles screaming out your name. Take me to a different place, just the two of us, and we can stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do, staying up all night. Everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. 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 All that time away from you, I didn't think I'd make it without you by my side. Let me feel your love again, just the two of us, and we could stay up all night, under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do, staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. 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 Be wanna be with, 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 wanna let me be that someone who can hold your hand. Let me be. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you make me feel. I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my bread and buns so that way it can be in the bread machine doing its thing. Now, the last time I shared this, y'all, I completely forgot to give some details. So the recipe that I'm using, this is the one I've been raving over the past few weeks, that I use this for, buns. I use it for like the recipe calls for the Italian loaf. I use this for loaf bread. Like, it is my new favorite. It is so soft and squishy, and we absolutely love it. But the difference, so the things that I do compared to the recipe instructions itself, I do mine in my bread machine, which I'm pretty sure it does. It says you can do it in there. I don't, when I go to bake it, I don't add any steam or anything in the oven. I just bake mine at 350 as is. Whatever. 1, 2, 3. And then I have used avocado oil and I have used olive oil for this recipe, and either one works great, but honestly I think I like the avocado oil better. It's just a little bit lighter. But those are the oils that I have used and like for this recipe. So yeah, I'm just gonna get this going, and then we'll start working on something else. But yeah, I'll have the recipe link down below, and I'll also put my little notes in where I, change how I change things. But my bad, I kind of, get ahead of myself sometimes and just start working in the kitchen.
Hold on, wait for the morning. Lost again, going back around. Dreaming of a time when I get things right. Lost in the shadows of a million stars. Shouldn't they enlighten my near and far? Shouldn't they at all just tell me where you are?
Okay, cut up the watermelon. Got the grapes over here drying. The bread dough is done, so I'm gonna go ahead and get it divided up. Now I'm gonna do 12 slider buns, and then I'm gonna do a half of a loaf of bread. The other thing I forgot, because I was trying to remember the questions that y'all asked with this recipe, I don't use bread flour. It's not something that I have ventured out and tried on my own. I just use unbleached all-purpose. That's what I use for everything. Of course, unless it calls for, self-rising flour, which, I can make my own self-rising flour with the unbleached. But I just use all-purpose. So I'm gonna get this divided out. Winston ended up cooking himself a pizza quesadilla for lunch, and then we, just been snacking on the fruit. And I've just been snacking on the fruit myself. Although I don't love grapes. I tried another one, but I'm not a fan of the texture of grapes. But I do love watermelon, and that one was actually pretty good. So I'm just been snacking on fruit. And then I need to do the dishes while this is going. And then, no, I feel like I'm pretty much caught up, other than, waiting for this to do its final rise, and then baking it off. Once I get the dishes done, I guess we'll be pretty much caught up, except for waiting for supper. So I ended up getting everything done so far. So I'm just gonna get these into little buns.
I got this picture in my closet. It's gathering dust right now, and the edges have been folded once or twice. It doesn't look the same no more, 'cause the sun has made it pale. I used to have it hanging on my wall some time ago. A picture of you. You're standing by that window, playing your guitar. And if I close my eyes, I can almost hear your song. A picture of you. A picture of you. And I remember every day that I spent with you. The look you had upon your face when I said goodbye. I don't know why I let you go, but I was young and dumb. And all that I have left from that time is a picture of you. I could talk to you for hours, and we stay up all night. And when morning came, we make breakfast in bed. I don't know why I threw away the face when I said goodbye.
Well, I put the loaf of bread in, started some tea, got the kitchen cleaned up. So I've got a little bit, so I don't have to worry about supper. So I did. I got it all done, and I still get to enjoy some time on the porch. Winston's cousin came over, so they're playing. So I'm gonna sit out here and watch them and hang out for a little bit, and then I'll bring y'all back once it's time to start supper. I'll have to take him home eventually, but I wanted to try the Olipop Barbie. This is the peaches and cream. I shared it in the last video when I bought it. It smells good. I like peach stuff, so we'll see. It's okay. For me, for my preference, I would want it a little bit sweeter, but still pretty good. I like it. I think I would buy it again. It's different. It's not as creamy, I guess, as I would hope. Like, to me, it's just kind of more peach. Pretty good. I have also been meaning to show you guys my new tattoo. I talked about how I would show y'all. Some of y'all were interested. Some of y'all don't care, and that's fine too. But some of y'all were interested. So that is her. I love her. It says, take care of yourself. So this arm, I want to get a full sleeve. But this has been, you know, my mental health and healing arm. So whenever I was in like a rough patch, I would get one, you know, like just black and shading. And then if I, you know, like got through a tough time, it was doing better, I would get a little bit of watercolor. So this was the first one, second one, third one, and then this was the one for, this was my biggest one, because y'all see it's full color, and I don't know, I never thought that, you know, I would get, you know, a full color. Like, it's just amazing to me, you know, like I'm doing so much better mentally, and it's just, I don't know, exciting. This was my big one. It was a big deal, so I'm proud of myself for, you know, it being a full color and for taking care of myself. So make sure y'all do the same. Now, I'm not following any kind of recipe. I just, you know, said that the chicken sliders I found, and I'm just kind of doing my own thing. So I've got 4 chicken thighs here. I'm just drizzling them with some oil. And then I've got some ranch, my own dry ranch. I would say enough for maybe a packet. And then I'm just going to mix it around and make sure that it gets coated well. I may have to add a little bit more oil. And then I'm gonna let this sit in the fridge for a few hours until it is time to grill it. Just so it has time to marry all them flavors together. Okay, the boys have asked for a snack, so I'm gonna make them some popcorn. Winston and I love snacking on popcorn. It's one of our favorites. So I started buying just the popcorn kernels, and I have been making it myself. Actually, last night, I had popcorn for supper last night. But we got two different kinds when I went to the Amish store. We got a rainbow one, and then we got a baby yellow. The baby yellow is Winston's favorite, so that's what he wants me to make. So I thought I would show y'all how I've been making it because it is so good and it's so easy. So I've got a paper bag, you know, you can get on most grocery stores. And then whatever popcorn that you're using. I've got 1/4 of a cup in there. And then I'm gonna do 1 teaspoon of salt. Of course, you can change that, and you can even, you know, add other seasonings and stuff if you wanted it, you know, to be flavored. And then I've just got some oil, and I don't measure it, but I just, you know, kind of give it a decent little drizzle. And then you're gonna shake it up. And then I'm gonna put it in the microwave. I started at 2 minutes, but I just listen to it, and when it's slow, you know, when it starts slowing down on the popping, then I stop it and it's normally done. That's it. So good. I do put extra salt in there because I told y'all I do a teaspoon, but not all of it gets on the popcorn. It's like normally, you know, in the bag, on the bag. So that's why I do a little bit extra, and I feel like with 1 teaspoon, it's plenty for the 1/4 a cup. It's really good. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on supper. I'm gonna grill the chicken, and then I'm gonna work on some side dishes inside the kitchen. I've got a little bit of oil there in my skillet, and I'm just gonna add in some onion and let that cook a second, and then we will add our zucchini in. I keep it basic whenever I do a sauteed zucchini, and I just do salt, pepper, and some onion powder, and then just let that, you know, cook that down to your liking, and then I normally top mine with cheese. But we also needed some ranch dressing to go with our sliders, and so I'm just gonna make some really quick. Not following a recipe, you guys. I'm just adding a little bit of sour cream, a little bit of milk, and then I just add some dry ranch. I'm using my homemade dry ranch. I'll have the recipe that I have been using linked down below for you guys. And then I just kind of, you know, mix this up. I'll taste test it, see if it needs a little bit more ranch. I did end up adding a little bit of garlic powder and pepper to this, and it was so good. Luke said that this was the best homemade ranch that he had had, and I just threw it together. So I'm just gonna mix that up. I did already cut my slider buns, and then I did already cook some bacon. I did forget to share that I cooked some bacon. But this meal definitely, you know, took some time to make, but it was so good. And I have been so bad in like ruts of what to cook for supper. I'm tired of the same stuff. I wanted something different, and this definitely hit the spot. It was delicious. Now we're going to put together our chicken bacon ranch sliders. So I'm going to add a little bit of that homemade ranch onto the top and bottom of each bun, just a little bit, not too much. And then I'm just going to add my cut up chicken. I'm going to add some shredded cheese and then my bacon, and I'm just going to do that for all of these sliders. And then I decided to go a little bit extra and melt some butter and add some Italian seasoning and some garlic powder to it, and I loaded that up on top of the buns. And then I just put these in the oven at 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes just to heat everything through. And y'all, I'm telling you, these were delicious. So good. Supper is almost ready. We're just waiting on those sliders to come out of the oven. I'm gonna go ahead and add some cheese on top of my zucchini. And then I also made sweet potato fries, which I guess I forgot to hit record because I could not find that footage anywhere for you guys. But I just take and peel and wash my potatoes, cut them up into fry-sized pieces. I give them a drizzle with some oil. I normally use either avocado oil or olive oil. And then I just give them a season. Y'all know the basics: salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika. You know, just season with your heart. Use whatever you like. And then I just roast those in the oven at 400 until they are done. But that's it. Okay, y'all, we're having a late supper. But oh my gosh. Now this was a labor of love, you guys. Hands down a labor of love, but I already know that they're gonna be good. We got extra ranch for dipping, and then our cheesy zucchini, and then our sweet potato fries. I'm ready to eat. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, guys.